You know, there was always a message in every day, and for me in every song, and for every element, every energy. What will my mom do? And what will my godmother do? Now, which godmother would that be? See, there was someone who tried to act like my godmother, see, but I think she was a part of that trick. And this is what my daddy knows. If I ever lay my hands on this bitch, she's dead. Google the word dead if you don't know what that means, because dead means dead. So it seems you think dead means something else. Oh, dead is like in a Matrix game. Well, we'll just reset and come back to play. No, you won't. You'll be dead still, okay? Dead won't rise today if I get through with you. See, you didn't know who I was, but my daddy did, and that's why my daddy told you, hands off the baby. But no, you had to mess with the precious gift, the gift that you were told not to mess with. See, you could not watch, you could not observe, you could not just, check out or, admire the word or even hate the word if you wanted to, but you wanted to put physical hands on it and make everything about you. And you know what? It's so sad when there's people who look like you. It's that part, man. The molded fist comes through, and I'm like, okay, I'm right in the right place for me, because actually I'd be the first to admit that I need some guidelines over me. I was born with boundaries, and I don't mind that, because I keep telling y'all, you better never elect a president that elects the purge. Or do, I don't know. That's up to you. But because if you're stupid enough to do that, then you get what you deserve. And trust me, God, please help me. God told you don't elect the president that's stupid enough or crazy enough to enact the purge in any kind of way. But hey, mankind does what it does, okay? And that's why you go extinct. Mother Nature still lives to play for another day, because she can wipe all of you away and just renew. The earth can do that, but can you? Oh, reminding you, dirt, dust, was it ash to ashes, dust to dust? We all go back to the earth. We must. So you think you're going to go to heaven before you get to the earth? How does that work? How does that math work? You think you're going to float up to the sky? Where might heaven be? See, it's the insanity in the own things that you preach and the own things that you teach, and then it becomes about money. I have yet to see churches around here that aren't about money. And I know we all need money to live. You need money for your house, you need money for food, you need money for everything, but the congregation is poor, and you I tell you what, you find the biggest whores in church, the biggest whores and pimps and drug addicts. And notice how all the drug dealers come out, all the criminals come out, and then they, I used to be this, and they get churches, and they get some little, whack ass lady that probably nobody. Somebody's going to feel hurt that I said this, but I'm just saying, it's just an observation. If I'm wrong, please forgive me. Please forgive me. But they usually find some broken, overweight woman who ain't nobody paying attention to, but maybe she got a little money, and then they'll try to love bomb you. And next thing you know, you're supporting this drug dealer and his hustle in a church and saying, this is what God told me to do. Oh my God, please. Then you're trying to fleece the military out of their feet. You know what? Any church that right off the bat wants to know how much you make is fake. But hey, do you? We all have the free will to do what we want to do, pray who we want to pray to, and do you where it applies to you. But when you try to apply that to someone else or force that on someone else, see, that's why even when I was in Mission Social Buddhism, Shakabuku wasn't a thing for me, because it was like too much like Jehovah's Witness. See, I don't going and knocking on people's doors and saying this is what you got to do. I don't mind sharing a word for you, but when you pressure me that I got to do that, then that seems like that seems like we're using Amway tactics. I don't, and I never like that. Pyramid schemes are pyramid schemes. Pyramid schemes are still dreams. And see, I'm not like that. If I'm telling something that people didn't know, then my God, you motherfuckers slow. And see, that's why I couldn't be around that crowd because, they're always going to sacrifice me because they always sacrifice the eye. They always sacrifice the top one, the one who sees, because they don't want the rest of them to see. So they got to get rid of the top, and that top will be me. How is she spitting this so effortlessly? What open mic or slam should I be going to when I know right off the bat they're never going to give me the credit that I deserve? Right off the bat, they're going to come to me like a bunch of bad birds. Right off the bat, I'm going to have to turn into that rabbit wolf and slay. Right off the bat, if you invite me to an open mic, and you expect me not to do my best, you're going to have a bad day. Right off the bat, I'm going to bring a bat. It's going to be my words. It's going to be my knowledge. It's going to be what my mom and my dad taught me to be. I was not taught by the industry. I was not taught by society. And yet you did teach me. And that was a lesson for me. Then I mastered you all while I mastered me. But then they want to master you. And especially if you're smarter than them, then they become scared of you. Why be scared of me? I don't do what you do. But if I so choose to, it's that part. What would I be except around a soldier crowd? Because you know what? I know how not to be too loud, and I know how to be soft when I need to be. But if I go stealth like an F-23. Do the math. 2-5 is 5. 2-3 is 5. That fifth would be me. My dad was 5th Cav, by the way. A Ranger, too. And you know what? My husband's fairly MPs. I told you once before. You train the best. You feed the best. You heal the best. You're a legacy for life. So what exactly makes you a good husband or wife? Just because you showed up trying to fleece dough? Oh, I'd kill all you hoes. Creatively, in my mind. She hears silent all the time. But anyway, I'm just doing me. It is Freestyle Friday. You're getting a 2 for today. How about that? The coffee and the food then kicked in, okay? And then she smiles. Hashtag the attitude child. Slap. Too easy.